In the valley of Elah, the sun blazes upon two armies poised for war. A palpable tension smothers the valley, heavy with the scent of sweat and fear. Some soldiers grip their weapons, knuckles white, as grim anticipation fills the air. Others stare blankly ahead, lost in the haunting silence before the storm. The valley awaits, each breath held, as the armies prepare to clash. From the Philistine camp, a colossal figure emerges, his presence casting a long, ominous shadow. Goliath, a warrior of immense stature, stands as a symbol of raw power and military might. His armor gleams under the sun, each piece forged to protect a warrior of unmatched strength. The spear in his hand looks like a mere rod, yet it promises destruction and dominance. His very presence is a declaration of war, challenging any who dare to oppose him. The giant's intimidating figure looms over the battlefield, a harbinger of despair and defeat. Goliath's voice shatters the silence of the valley of Elah, its echoes rippling through the air. The Israelite soldiers are paralyzed by fear, their eyes wide with dread as they stare at the giant. Goliath's challenge booms across the valley. Choose one man to fight me. If he defeats me, we will be your servants. His words hang in the air, a daunting proposition that seals their fate. Goliath continues, "But if I win, you will serve us." Fear grips the Israelite camp, the soldiers huddled together, their faces betraying their terror. Whispers fill the air, the name Goliath a heavy shroud over their spirits. Doubt and dread etch deep lines into their expressions, their courage faltering. The looming shadow of Goliath paralyzes them, turning warriors into trembling souls. No one dares to confront the giant, their terror a palpable force. The Israelite soldiers are defeated by fear before battle even begins. Sweeping across the countryside, rolling green hills extend endlessly, a peaceful domain under the vast sky. Young David, a shepherd barely 12, watches over his father's flock, his vigilance a stark contrast to his tender age. In his hands, a worn slingshot rests, a testament to his skill and dedication in protecting the flock from danger. With focused eyes, David remains ever watchful, his young resolve a shield against the wild. The valley of Elah shimmers under the harsh sun as David arrives, dust devils dancing around his feet. He approaches the Israelite lines, tension hanging heavy in the air. Scanning the faces of the soldiers, David searches for his brothers amidst the growing unease. Goliath's booming voice echoes through the valley, each word a piercing insult that sends shivers down the spines of the Israelite army. The Israelite army cowers, their fear palpable as Goliath's taunts fill the air. David witnesses the fear crippling the Israelite army, their courage eroding with each echoing insult. In the valley of Elah, David stands as a beacon of defiance, his eyes burning with righteous fury. The wind whips around him, a tempest mirroring the storm within his heart as he finds his resolve. His voice rings out across the valley. Who is this Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? His challenge echoes, "I will fight him." David's small frame radiates unwavering resolve. His proclamation hangs in the air, challenging the giant and igniting hope among the Israelites. David stands resolute before his brothers and the soldiers, an offer on his lips met with uproarious laughter. "Look at the boy. What does he know of war?" The soldiers mock in unison, their faces twisted with disbelief. They jeer, "He's barely old enough to shave." The brothers join in, their laughter echoing as they scornfully advise, "Go back to tending sheep, David. Leave the fighting to men." David remains steadfast, his gaze unwavering despite the torrent of mockery and derision. In King Saul's tent, David is brought before the king, who scrutinizes him with a skeptical gaze. Saul observes David, his face etched with doubt and disbelief, his eyes filled with curiosity. With a sweeping gesture, Saul signals David to speak, his unwavering stare piercing the young man. David recounts his valorous deeds, his voice resonating with unwavering conviction. David declares, "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine." Inside King Saul's tent, Saul gestures, offering his weathered armor to young David. David reaches out, his fingers tracing the cold metal, a flicker of doubt crossing his face. Saul encourages David, "Wear my armor, young David. It will protect you against the giant." David shakes his head, his voice filled with respect. "Thank you, my king, but I cannot." David states firmly, "I must rely on my faith and my skill." David approaches a stream, sunlight glinting off the water. He pauses, his gaze sweeping over the smooth stones lining the bank. David bends down, hand reaching for a stone. He picks up a smooth stone, examining it closely. With care, David places the stone into his shepherd's bag. David straightens, bag now heavier with purpose. In the valley of Elah, a lone figure emerges. David, armed with only a slingshot and stones. The Israelite army watches, their disbelief palpable as David advances. David walks confidently, his determination unwavering as he prepares to face Goliath. He pauses, readying his slingshot, the stones clutched tightly in his hand. The valley holds its breath, awaiting the confrontation between the shepherd boy and the giant. Goliath, a giant of a man, dominates the valley of Elah, his shadow a dark omen cast upon the battlefield. His gaze pierces through the valley, settling with disdain upon the figure of David. His voice booms across the expanse, a challenge and a threat. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" The sunlight glints off his armor, a symbol of invincibility, as he awaits David's response. His shadow looms, a physical manifestation of the fear he instills as he prepares for battle. Under the relentless sun, the valley of Elah unfolds, a stage set for an epic confrontation. Against the golden backdrop, David, the young shepherd, stands resolute, his spirit undeterred by the looming shadow of Goliath. Goliath, a titan of war, casts a long shadow, his presence a physical manifestation of overwhelming force. David's voice rings out, a declaration of faith and defiance. "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." In the valley of Elah, youthful David dashes toward the giant Goliath, a whirlwind of determination. His hand plunges into a small bag, seeking a weapon against impossible odds. David's fingers close around a smooth stone, a humble answer to a towering threat. The stone is ready. David is ready to fight. The battle begins. In the valley of Elah, David prepares to launch the stone with all of his might. He whirls the sling above his head, gathering momentum for the decisive throw. With a burst of strength, David unleashes the stone. The stone hurtles through the air, a small projectile carrying immense force. The stone strikes Goliath squarely in the forehead. Goliath reels from the impact, his massive frame faltering. Goliath stumbles, the earth trembling beneath his colossal weight. His enormous frame crashes to the ground. A final, deafening thud echoing through the valley of Elah. A collective gasp sweeps through the Israelite army, their faces etched with disbelief. Astonishment ripples through the ranks as the impossible becomes reality. The valley falls silent, save for the whisper of the wind, a testament to the fallen giant. In the valley of Elah, David stands triumphant over Goliath's fallen body. David reaches for Goliath's sword, a glint of determination in his eyes. With grim resolve, David raises the massive sword high above his head. The blade flashes as David brings it down, severing Goliath's head. David stands, holding Goliath's head aloft, a symbol of victory against all odds. The valley of Elah witnesses the Philistine champion's defeat, a moment that shatters their battle line. Panic erupts as the Philistine army witnesses their invincible warrior fall. The once imposing Philistine army breaks ranks, consumed by chaos and terror. A wave of terror sweeps across the valley as the Philistines flee, their dreams of victory dissolving into dust. In the valley of Elah, the Israelite army roars in triumph, their unified voices reverberating across the landscape. A wave of soldiers surges forward, chasing the Philistines as they scatter and retreat. Victory permeates the air, thick with the dust and fervor of battle. The valley of Elah echoes with the sounds of victory, sealing the fate of the defeated. Triumphant, David strides into Jerusalem, bearing the grim trophy of Goliath's head. The city erupts in jubilation, a hero's welcome echoing through the ancient streets. A sea of faces, alight with admiration, greets the young warrior's return. David, bathed in the adulation of the masses, becomes a symbol of hope and deliverance for Jerusalem. David marches into the throne room, the colossal head of Goliath held high, a symbol of impossible victory. King Saul, surrounded by his court, sits on his throne, his face a mask of disbelief. A slow smile begins to spread across Saul's face, admiration battling with an unknown shadow. Saul rises, his voice booming with awe. "By the God of Israel, you have saved us, David." Joy explodes across Israel, a symphony of celebration under the open sky. The air vibrates with the energy of singing, dancing, and unbridled elation. The streets become a stage for jubilant expression, a testament to unity and triumph. Amidst the fervor, a voice rises, echoing through the masses. David's victory is celebrated as a testament to God's power. The crowd roars in agreement, their voices blending into a chorus of faith and gratitude. David stands silently amidst the tranquil countryside, a solitary figure against the backdrop of rolling hills and endless sky. The gentle breeze whispers through his hair as he gazes upward, his face bathed in the soft, ethereal light of day. A moment of profound reflection washes over him, a silent acknowledgement of the divine strength that guided him to triumph over Goliath. In the quiet solitude of the open fields, David bows his head, a humble expression of gratitude etched upon his face. The countryside embraces him in its serene stillness, a testament to the strength found in faith and the courage born of divine grace. Across the sun-drenched landscape of Israel, David's tale reverberates through time, a testament to unwavering faith. Whispers of his courage echo in the wind, carried from one generation to the next. It stands as a luminous beacon, guiding souls through life's trials with steadfast resolve. Each stone, each valley, each mountain whispers of the trust that moved a shepherd to challenge a giant. His saga serves as a timeless reminder that even in the darkest hours, faith can illuminate the path forward. In every corner of this ancient land, David's legacy endures a symphony of courage, trust, and divine guidance.